Let's talk about it. Let me address. This pediatrician is not our usual pediatrician. When we set up our well visits, which is regular checkup, we get our usual pediatrician. However, when we set up emergency or sick appointments, we get whoever's available on the schedule, and this is who we got. A lot of people have been commenting about why I'm so hostile when it comes to the doctor. They saying I just wanted to complain. What they don't understand is that I had a previous encounter with the same exact pediatrician. Let me tell you, my 1-year-old Amina, she struggles with eczema and she's been having persistent diaper rashes. Even when we're upkeeping on her diapers, she's just constantly breaking out. And when we come in, it's her. This is the first time I'm dealing with her. Her attitude is off from the beginning. And I tell her, hey, we've been dealing with this diaper rash for a while. We know she struggles with eczema. However, this can't just be eczema. I also want to request an allergy test. I know that certain foods make her flare up more and I want to know exactly what it is so I can avoid it. So she said,
okay, what foods are making her flare up?
I said like oranges, certain berries.
Okay, we'll just avoid those foods.
Okay, I know that and I will, but I would like to know what else is going to make her flare up. So if you can do an allergy test, that'd be great.
So we typically don't recommend, allergy tests for this sort of thing.
So then she opens my daughter's diaper for like 2 seconds and she looks at it. She's
like, oh, the way this is looking, it looks like it's a yeast infection. So I'm gonna prescribe you some nice stuff.
like, okay, great. What about these bumps all over her body? Is this related to the yeast infection or not?
She's like, no, but the bumps around her body look fine.
I'm like, how do bumps around a child's body look fine? Her cheeks had bumps on it, her thigh. They shouldn't be there, so nothing's really fine, right? But this doctor just wanted to write it off as a yeast infection and call it a day. That's the first thing that put a bad taste in my mouth for this doctor. Now, let's fast forward. So when I saw the booger originally, I've been doing the typical saline, suctioning it out. That's been happening for a couple days, but the booger is not budging. I'm like, okay, now his breathing is a little weird and I don't like it. We really need to get this booger out. What I'm afraid of is that it's gonna continue to get bigger and then now we gotta get surgery. So me and my husband, we take Zayd to the doctor and we get there and we tell her he has a booger in his nose. We have been trying to get it out for weeks. It's not working. We need you guys to flush it out. She's like,
does it have a smell?
I haven't noticed the smell.
Like, does it seem to bother him?
Yes, he's always doing this. This is when she makes the snarky comments.
Let's look at this booger mommy's talking about.
She takes the thing and she's looking inside. She's like, yeah.
I can try to scoop it out like with one of like the little ear.
And I stop her right there. I'm like, listen, good luck because he moves around a lot. But I was thinking maybe we can flush it out.
She's like, yeah, you can get a syringe from over the counter. I do that to my nose all the time.
I'm like, okay, but I'm here now. You're the doctor.
I don't know if we have something for this because typically when kids have boogers, we don't pick it out, We just let it do its course and it comes out on its own. But let me go check in the back.
She's not taking me serious. So she comes back with 2 other coworkers or whatever. And then she pulls this out. But on top of here, plastic little tip. It was like this long. She goes to stick the tube thing in his nose. Before she can even get a squirt, and kids do that cry where they stop breathing, like he did one of those cries. I went to console him and then that's when I stopped her and I'm like, okay, is that thing soft and flexible?
She's like, yeah, it's soft. And we use it for this all the time, so don't worry.
I'm concerned and I'm also not trying to be dramatic and stop him from getting the help that he needs. I calm him down first and I say, okay, one push and then it's gonna be out and then we're good to go. Sticks it in there, he's screaming, and as she pushes the saline solution through his nose, all I see is a big blob of blood pour out of this nostril, not the nostril with the booger in it. And it comes out into the little container that they have. And she's like,
oh, okay, we're not gonna do it anymore after this. Let me just finish this one.
She takes the little light thing again and she looks into the nose and she's
like, okay, it's moving. I'm not gonna do it with this thing again, but I could do it without this and see if this pushes a little bit.
At this point, I'm not comfortable anymore. I say, you know what? No, never mind. I'll do it myself. So she's like,
okay. Obviously I didn't mean to make him bleed or anything, but you're going to want to put Vaseline on it, make sure that it's nice and lubricated because it's going to be a little irritating.
She's trying to be my friend and everything now. And then she's like,
I'm going to take this part with me because I don't want you to use it.
She takes the part that she wasn't clearly supposed to use. And
she's like, I'm going to throw it away. Yeah.
This whole experience definitely reminded me the importance of being my child's biggest advocate, and nobody's gonna care about your kid as much as you do. That's just the reality of it. I'm just glad that we didn't take her advice by just leaving it alone because it could have started to rot and it could have started to get all moldy and then he would be inhaling all that mold. Oh yeah, I already called the doctor's office and I left a message on the manager's phone. I'm gonna make sure it's noted in the system the whole entire incident that happened and to make sure that we never get her again because 2 times is enough for me. I don't need a 3rd time to figure out that she's just not the one for us.